the Askmy E500. Hello everyone, welcome to Brian Unboxed. In this video, we're going to look at the Askmy E500 electric bike. Here's a look at how the bike comes in when it's delivered. It's packaged well with a lot of foam and plastic protecting it. Assembly is required, and inside it comes with the tools, pedals, user manual, charger, display, and front brake disc. So here's the bike fully assembled. There is assembly required, and the user manual is a little vague. So if you're new to assembling e-bikes, I would get some help. As far as the assembly process, you have to attach the handlebars, attach the display, tighten the brake levers, make sure it's in the right angle you like. You have to install the front headlight, attach the front fender, the front wheel, also the front disc brakes for the wheel. You have to install the pedals, and then in the rear, the suspensions, you have to just put the bolt in because it comes in collapsed. So you just have to lift it up and then attach that bolt. You have to attach the kickstand, and then you also have to attach the seat. Going over some spec, it has a carbon steel frame, 750 watt rear motor that peaks out at 1000 watt, 48 volt 15 amp hour lithium battery, takes 5 to 6 hours to fully charge, 60 mile range, 30 mile per hour top speed, 20 by 4 inch all-terrain fat tires, 3 modes and a twist throttle, Shimano 7-speed, large LCD display, mechanical disc brakes, front and rear suspensions, front and rear lights and fenders, and it weighs in at roughly 66 pounds, has a max load of 330 pounds. A walkthrough around the bike, you can see that the front, you have the front suspensions, you have the front light, you have a front fender, you have the 26 by 4 inch fat tires, and then the mechanical disc brakes. Towards the back and the middle, you have the battery keyhole, and on the other side you have the on and off switch for the battery. You have your kickstand, mechanical disc brakes on the rear, the rear fender, and then you also have the rear suspensions. You got the rear brake light, then you got a nice long seat here. On the other side, you have the 7-speed cassette, and then you have the 750 watt rear motor, which peaks out at 1000 watts. Looking at the handlebar area, you have the controls on the left side for your turn signals, your horn, and your light. You have your brake levers, and then you have your gear shifter. You also have the key here to start it, and then you have a mode selector button. And then you also have your twist throttle. In the middle, you have a nice large display. So to power up the bike, just make sure the switch is in the on position by the battery. Once you have that on, just turn the key on the right side here. Turn it to the right. It will bring up the display. You can see it's nice and bright. And you have your speedometer, odometer, battery level. And then you also have the different modes. There's 3 modes. So right now it's on mode 2. If you press the green button on the right, that will switch it to mode 3. And then press it again, back to mode 1. Now the display is solid as far as the light. So if you see a little bit of flickering, that's just due to the camera setting. And then on the left, you have your light button here. So right now I'll go ahead and turn it on, and then you also have a turn signal. So I'll turn on the light and then the turn signal. You can see you have a nice big bright light in the front, and then in the rear you have your tail light along with the left turn signal, which I just activated. And this also comes with an electronic horn, and this is how it sounds. Now I'll show some footage of the bike in use. I'll test it out on rough terrain, show the different pedal assist levels, throttle, test the brakes, see how it does uphill, downhill, and then give my thoughts. Now for the rough terrain test. I'm going to take it down this trail as I usually test a lot of my e-bikes here. It's pretty bumpy and we got gravel on the side. Now the bike does have the 26 by 4 inch fat tires. It also has the front suspensions and the rear suspensions. So I have no doubt this is going to do well down this trail. It also has a nice long seat and it's pretty soft. So let's see how it does with this rough terrain test. Here we go. All right, I can see the front suspension is going to work. I can feel the rear suspensions. So doing very well here, absorbing the bumps with no problems. And again, the seat is helping, very soft into the gravel here, no problems. Some more bumps and gravel here. Now for the speed test. So the bike does have the pedal assist and it also has the twist throttle. There's 3 modes, so mode 1, mode 2, and mode 3. And to adjust that, as I mentioned earlier, there's a green button on the right side here. So basically you just want to press the green button. Right now it's in mode 1. So I'll just test out mode 1 with the pedal assist, see how fast it goes, switch over to mode 2 and then on to 3. And then after that we'll just use a twist throttle. All right, here we go. Speed test, pedal assist 1. So brought it up to speed pretty quick. We're at 17 miles per hour on mode 1. Gonna switch to mode 2 here. Definitely can feel the pickup there. We're up to 25. So topping off at 25 with mode 2. Pressing it again, that should switch us to mode 3 now. A lot more speed here. We're at 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So it looks like topping off at 35 miles per hour on mode 3 with the pedal assist. So with the pedal assist, we reached 35 miles per hour on the mode 3. I'm gonna keep it on mode 3 now and just do that twist throttle. Here we go, speed test. All right, the acceleration is very gradual. The motor, you can barely hear it, only on the initial start, and then it just levels off. So we're up to 27 miles per hour now. We're at 32, 35. So it looks like we're topping off at 35 miles per hour. Very smooth and stable. So 35 miles per hour with the twist throttle. I'm gonna test out the brakes now. I'm gonna take it to a good amount of speed, and then after that, I'll hit the brakes, and then you can use the parking lines for reference. All right, we were at about 30 miles per hour, and then I just hit the brakes. Pretty decent stopping power there. Onto the uphill test. I'll take it up this road. It has a nice gradual incline. We saw that with the speed test. With the twist throttle, we hit about 35 miles per hour. So I'm just gonna use the twist throttle. Let's see how it can handle if we lose speed or maintain speed. And then after that, we'll do the downhill test. All right, here we go, uphill test. So typically a lot of the bikes I test out, they either maintain the speed or they lose some speed. Let's see what this thing can do. Picking up speed very quick here. We're at 31, 32. So it looks like we're gonna begin to climb at about 33 miles per hour. Losing a little bit of speed down to about 31, down to 30. But it's powering through here, no problems at all. A bit of a downhill here, I'll just let it glide. So with the uphill test, it did very well, plenty of power. We began to climb at about 33 miles per hour, and then we lost some speed down to 30. So not too bad, and it handled it well. Now we'll do the downhill test. Let's see how it handles. Again, very smooth acceleration, nice and slow, not too much torque. We're up to 27. Just gonna slow it down into this turn here, let it glide. So no rattles, no vibrations, very stable. The steering is responsive. One thing to note on the display, you have your odometer, and to the left of that, you also have a number. So that tells you like the rough range estimate. So it gives you a sense of, you know, how long you can use the battery. And again, it does fluctuate when you're accelerating, taking into account the power that you're using. Here are my thoughts on the bike. This does require assembly, and I found that the user manual tends to be a bit vague, so you may need assistance if you're new to assembling e-bikes. I was able to assemble it and I didn't run into any issues. The paint is a black matte finish and there were no imperfections during the shipping process. I like that it comes with the lights and fenders. The cables are well organized in the front. The saddle is long and soft and very comfortable, and I had no issues during longer rides. The handlebars are a decent length, the steering felt stable and tight, no rattles or vibrations. Rough surfaces was not a problem. The front and rear suspensions along with the fat tires absorbed a lot of the bumps. The 750 watt motor, 1000 peak, was very strong. I was able to handle the inclines with minimal speed loss and it maintained about 30 miles per hour. With pedal assist, I reached 35 miles per hour along with the twist throttle. This has an advertised max speed of 35 miles per hour and a range of up to 60 miles. This will depend on the throttle usage, pedal assist level, your weight, and environment that you're in. The mechanical brakes were decent, but I would have preferred a bit more grab or even hydraulic brakes. The display is very large, simple and intuitive, easy to read on bright sunny days. Overall, this is another e-bike with a moped type design coming in at a budget price point. Plenty of power and able to handle multiple types of terrain. So that is my review of the Askmy E500 electric bike. If you like my video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time, this is Brian Unboxed. Take care everyone.